Welcome back to Deep Thought. We're going through Mario Kart 7, and now we going through another one of my favorite cups in the whole game, the Banana Cup.
What we're gonna do here is go back to old tracks.
Okay.
Well, I mean, fair enough, but this collection of old tracks is really, really good. Like, I was actually kind of surprised.
I do like this particular track from the N64, and it's one that I just remember most from that game. Even though it is quite sort of bare, there's the one set piece of the Cooper Mountain thing, rock thing even. But other than that, it's just a track that I like, and I can't put my finger on why.
Yeah, like I think I pointed at this before, but the Nintendo 64 tracks, I don't think they're bad, but they're kind of bland, and they're just like kind of straightaways. Like not a whole lot happens, and it just really didn't appeal to me. Like Luigi's Raceway, that wasn't fun, and Calamari Desert, which we're going to see in the next episode, that wasn't really fun either. But I think
Luigi's Raceway is just the standard track. It's not supposed to be anything like exciting. It's just, it's a track.
It's the first track in the game.
Yeah.
Well, like, even Toad's Circuit was kind of fun in some way. It was kind of like teaching you the mechanics and whatnot, but I can kind of see where you're coming from.
But Toad's Circuit just had that stupid glider section thingy that means nothing.
Well, I mean, it was kind of showing that off in the first place, so...
I mean, N64 didn't have any, jumps or anything. Well, they did, but not in that track.
Well, I mean, I guess it served, like, a different kind of purpose. But anyway, Koopa's Beach is an exception to, like, my thoughts on Mario Kart 64 tracks. Because, yeah, I concur with Flame. This is a really good track.
Yeah, though I've noticed they have added a little bit of a glider section in. What was a standard jump in the N64 one is now got that blue pad that sends you flying. It's a very minor thing, and you really don't get to fly far with it. You don't get much freedom. Good job crashing into that, by the way. But yeah, it's just something.
That was not my fault. It was a raccoon tail. I swear to God I hit that thing. Yeah, it's a really finicky item. And that wasn't my fault either. Fuck you, Rose.
Yeah, it was. You positioned yourself where the show was going.
Yeah, characters. Let's talk about characters. We have our... Yes?
Lakitu is a character, but how does he, save you and shit if he's racing?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. I'm surprised he doesn't throw out spiky balls and shit at you. That would have just been overkill. But yeah, Lakitu is one of the characters. And there's also Metal Mario, there's the Bee Queen, Rosalina, of course, and I think there are some other folks, but yeah, they really don't kind of differentiate themselves. There's not a whole lot of difference to them character-wise, but when it comes to the carts, and I'm not sure if we touched this at all, actually, 6 parts in, you can customize your carts, which is a first for the series, to my knowledge.
Yeah, it was.
Customize as in just mix and match.
Yeah, but they have kind of different stats labeled to them, and for example, if you have smaller wheels, you'll get a higher speed, but if you have bigger wheels, you get a bigger acceleration and better handling. And yeah, it's kind of slight if you look into it deeply enough, but I can certainly appreciate it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny things that, the way you unlock the parts, you can kind of see it either way. It's either you get rewarded with better stuff for playing more, and, you get better unlocks and whatnot, but you also kind of get this scenario where the better racers have the better carts, and how that stands in terms of balancing is kind of a bit up to interpretation.
Well, it balances out at the items, you see. The more you suck, the better items you get.
Yeah, I guess, but still, it's that advantage ahead of it, and well done on making that.
There's not that much of an advantage when the items are so, overpowered.
True.
Yeah. Oh boy, Mario Circuit. I love you so. I want to marry it. I want to put a ring on it, and we will live a happy life at a two-story home. No, not that kind of ring.
Jesus Christ. I'm not a fan of these kind of the 2D ones that are remade in 3D because they look really like bland on the grand scheme of things. So it's that same sort of blocky pattern, and like granted the Bowser's Castle one switch it up a little bit, but like for this it's just them same fucking coloured blocks. It's really not interesting to look at at all, and the course itself is so fucking basic.
It's fine enough for like, I think it looks fine. I like how it looks, but I don't know, I just like the colors of the blocks.
Yeah, it's colorful. It's like lively and vibrant. I love it. It just looks good. It's probably nostalgia kicking me in the back of the head, though, so take my word for granted. Speaking of nostalgia, Coconut Mall.
Another one from the Wii version, and I really like this track. This is a really fucking fun track. There's a few things that sort of change and you got to adapt to on the fly. Like these, each lap, which one goes up and which one goes down will alternate. So like keep an eye out. And there's also things like the cars towards the end of the track that you can have the Mii's from your system show up, and so it's very likely that you can be driving along and then suddenly Hitler's blocking the road, so you can't get through. But yeah, on the whole, I love Coconut Mall.
Yeah, I love the concept. I love its design. I love the frantic music as well. It's like what I liked about Waluigi Stadium's music too, and it's just fun. It's just a lot of fun, and I think that Coconut Mall is on a lot of people's favorite track list, but for good reason. It's not like a cliche or anything, in my opinion.
You're not doing too well here, are you?
I've done worse.
This isn't promising.
Okay, let's ask a question. So, how many people here have made Hitler on the Mii channel?
No, but I might have downloaded one back when there was that online thing on the Wii.
Yeah.
I don't think I've
I've done
one. I have like many Mii's on my old Wii, but I haven't powered that thing up in like 2 years now since I got my Wii U.
Was Hitler there?
No, he's not there. I think Naruto's there though.
Fucking wave.
I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you very much.
Is Naruto the
then.
closest thing to Hitler? I mean, you mentioned him like he was the closest thing.
True. Another thing I like about like this iteration of Coconut Mall is like the little touches and changes from the Wii version. Like for the example, the escalators. You could kind of see which way they were going in the Wii version, but now here they're kind of labeled, so it's much easier to figure out which way they're going.
Which escalator do I take?
You take the one that's going up.
You take the one going the opposite way to the way you're going, because you want to live the challenging life. Gotta live on the fucking edge.
Who gives a fuck about momentum?
Yeah. I get dirty looks in the shopping centre all the time.
Shopping.
Hitting those speed bumps is so satisfying, and yeah, I got this a first place, so I did well after all.
You may have got a good final score, but the journey was kind of embarrassing, let's be honest here.
I mean, it was only for that first lap though, so whatever. Luigi pinball.
Pinballs. Wow.
This is quite a fun track. There's one turn in particular that can be really fiddly though, like one that's a little bit sharper than you expect it to be.
Yes, definitely. Like the first time I saw this was like a screenshot of the DS version, and well, I'm not a big fan of the way the DS version looks, so I didn't think too much of it. But now that I've played the 3DS version, it's a lot of fun, definitely.
One thing I liked in the DS version is that all the sound effects were changed to like the synthesized versions, as in like, square waves and shit.
Yeah.
Sounded sexy. Gave a bit of a difference too.
I'm sure it did. And back there was a bad example of like how this game incorporates the flying mechanics in the classic tracks. You just kind of got shot out of that cannon. Well, it wasn't really a cannon. It was more like just an accelerator. And I mean, you got your glider up, but you couldn't really do anything, so what was the point of it?
It's there just to fill a quota. I like how you can see the little pimple just going along the side there at the start. That's cool.
Oh, cool. I just noticed actually earlier that they actually kept the sound effects intact.
Yeah, it's just like a little bit of theming for it, which is cool. That's the turn in particular I'm on about. That you kind of... I don't know, it just feels like much sharper than a lot of the turns in the game, and it takes me a little while to adapt to when I'm playing this.
Pussy.
Whatever.
You're not as good as Waluigi.
Well, to be fair, that's kind of an unrealistic expectation, you know? No one can meet Waluigi standards.
Wow.
He is perfect, don't you know?
Good job driving into that, even.
Yes, thank you. That's what you get with pinball, though. You don't know where that ball's gonna go.
Well, you see, even there's this like little interface you have that you can use to your advantage. There are two things in your face. They're called eyes. And what you do is you look at the game and you see where the obstacles are, and you just maneuver the car around them rather than go into them.
Wow.
Flame,
God, I'm a patronising cunt sometimes.
Flame, why do you keep saying that? I mean, you fucking suck at Mario Kart.
I know that.
You have no room to fucking talk.
Yeah, I do. I can shit talk people even if I'm shit myself.
You can't shit talk people. You can't shit talk people when you're below shit. Is the thing.
Even.
That second one wasn't... Okay, that one was my fault, but this one...
This game does not like you. Oh god, I thought I was going to hit you again then. That would have been beautiful.
Oh, man. The game loves me and then... It's a love-hate relationship. It's not very healthy, unfortunately. But I still got second there.
Yeah,
That's not first.
It's better than it could have been after what happened, to be fair.
Only
Yeah.
36 points.
I'm not going to go through this argument again.
What, the one about how, like, you know, you lost.
I didn't lose, as you can clearly see. Those two folks right there are not the winners. They are second and third place. They are losers. Such big losers. I'm in front of them, which proves just my skill.
Like, all first or is basically a loss, really, isn't it?
Yeah, even fucking Toad, who I'm pretty sure has just been my arch nemesis throughout this entire playthrough, even he can't be above me. No one can.
So you're a bottom bitch.
If you want to put it that way, then yeah, sure, go ahead.
I should have meant you were a top bitch. Shit.
Waluigi Pinball has turned this episode into a really weird thing. But anyway, we'll see you guys on the next part where, well, things will probably just get weirder.